Got ourselves a good old battle between Greenskins and Dark Elves. Does seem to be a pretty frequent matchup in the last couple patches. So let's see how it goes with Sipa and Aerodactyl 6, also known as Coolest Guy around our Discord. That's actually his Discord name. It's not just something I made up. Alrighty. For the Dark Elves, we have Dark Riders, Cold One Knights, looks like 4 Cold One Knights, damn, that's pretty heavy metal. 2 Dark Riders, 4 Cold One Knights, a Sorceress of Death on her Dark Pegasus with Fate of Yuna and Spirit Leech plus Arnzapal's Black Horror. Oh god, of course this is happening with the dog. 5 Dread Spears as a frontline, 2 Black Arc Corsairs, and 1 Reaper Bolt Thrower with the Sisters of Singing Doom Witch Elves Regiment Ground in the Woods. On the side of the Greenskins, we have Orc Boarboy Biggins. Looks like 4 of them. 4? Yeah, 4. 3 Stone Trolls? Nope, just 2. 4 Squigs, 5 Goblins, 3 Orc Auror Boys, and then Wurzag with Here We Go and Fists of Gork. On the far side, Sisters Singing Doom are getting run down by Orc Boarboy Biggins. A countercharge from the Cold One Knights should do pretty good damage, but also if they can get those guys just down to a certain health threshold, the Madness of Cain will take over in the old Rampage, being unable to disengage from that combat. On the other side, we also have more Orc Boarboy Biggins. Looks like Cold Knights are countercharging them right now, but they are going uphill, so it might be a less effective charge than they are used to. And a Fate of Yuna is even popped onto the Broken Tusks mod. Yeah, that's going to be brutal. Though Wa is out for the Greenskins, and Wurzag has been popping his spells, so they have some pretty insane melee attack right now. 99 on these Orc Boarboy Biggins in the distance. I think these guys have Here We Go on them, which is increasing that even further. They've gotten rid of the Sisters Singing Doom and a Dark Rider. They're almost all the way through that Cold One Night. And Stone Trolls have even just plowed through the front line and are harassing these Black Arc Corsairs, though getting rear charged by Cold One Knights might lower their poor little leadership just enough to rout them off. So Effigy to get is popped on the Supreme Sorceress of Death, trying to keep her in range for the Stone Trolls to get damage out on her. And somehow these guys are holding with 3 leadership. That's not going good. Balance power is significantly against the Dark Elves, considering how early in the game it is. 1 Cold One Knight is holding on the high ground. The front line for the Dark Elves is starting to fall apart. And that other flank is also not going very well. Their cavalry took a beating. But, well, not even. Yeah, actually that is a but. For the Dark Elves, the middle fight's going a little bit better with these Stone Trolls both getting routed off, and now Dark Riders and Cold One Knights can sweep them up, so that's pretty good. Wurzag is fighting a Deathcaster. He's overall winning that battle, but she takes off. She is able to get out of there. And the 3 Orc Auror Boys in the back still offering a little bit of support to the frontline fight. Orc Boarboy Biggins fighting the Cold One Knights on the top field, and Murderous Prowess is procced, which gives the Dark Elves a bit more of a fighting chance here. Reaper Bolt Thrower still firing into the Stone Trolls that are still getting chased by the Cold One Knights. Wurzag might be overextending a bit. He's trying to distract these Dark Riders so that his Stone Trolls can come back, but I don't know. He's not an amazing combatant. He's okay, but not when he gets surrounded, so I worry about even if those Dark Riders just turn around and whoop his ass, that might be a little problematic for the poor pigman. Cold One Knights have returned to the fray, and as long as Murderous Prowess is still active for 5 more seconds, they are nearly unbreakable with the amount of leadership that it gives Dark Elf units, but that has worn off just about now. Goblins and Orc Boys still fighting on the top field. Bounce power still pretty significantly favoring the Greenskins, and Dark Riders trying to keep these Trolls routing, but Wurzag is being a nuisance for them. Orc Auror Boys proving to be difficult for the Dark Elves to clear out. They're not dealing a ton of damage back, but they are taking a long time to die, and the Sorceress of Death decides to say screw it, leaves that behind. Goblins stopping the Reaper Bolt Thrower crew could kill those guys pretty quickly, but a rear charge from the Black Arc Corsair Hambos might save the Bolt Thrower crews. Stone Troll's pretty much shattered. They're not coming back, and Wurzag even abandons his pursuit and decides to return to the fold. And the Cold One Knights did manage to clutch out the fight against the Orc Boarboy Biggins. Wurzag overextending like that, he probably should have been throwing buffs onto Orc Boarboy Biggins and stuff. So he's definitely regretting that now. The Spirit Leech spam has started. Wurzag's key weakness is Fireball or Soul Quench or Spirit Leech spam. His days are numbered. Bolt Thrower crew is routing, so are the Goblins we mentioned earlier, but Squigs rampage their way into the Blackheart Corsair Hambos, who are trying to fire backwards as they run away from those Squigs. Squigs will trade up there. More Blackheart Corsair Hambos trying to rout the Orc Auror Boys. We still have one Cold One Knight. Not healthy, but it's got a little bit more life to him. Dark Elves do not have a ton of units on the map, though. This Dark Rider could be pretty key in the late game. And now the Dark Elves want to play the long game. They really want to Spirit Leech Wurzag down. You can take him out. The Greenskins aren't the best on HP right now, so their leadership could dip to a critical point. We are 5 minutes into the game. Greenskins rallying some troops from that top side to get a little Wurzag. They probably need to all rally around the Orc Auror Boys. The Orc Auror Boys are the only things that can threaten the Supreme Sorceress of Death when she's in the sky. Nice attempt on the Effigy to get to keep her on the ground for the Squigs or something, but she just takes off as it hits. And she even pops the Opal Amulet to reduce its damage that deals to her. But Wurzag, from 2 Spirit Leeches, he's down to half HP. And that is just the bane of his existence, man. Death Magic is very good against Greenskins. Golden Knights chasing off these Orc Boar Boy Biggins. Goblins nearby they could also eat pretty quickly. The Reaper Bolt Thrower crews are hiding in the woods for now, trying to get back to their mounts, which are currently being puppy guarded by goblins. Deathcaster is back, trying to stop these Orc Auror Boys from firing yet again. She has a little bit of help from Blackheart Corsair Hambos, who are so injured, I don't know how helpful they really are going to be. And Wurzag is helping to chase off these Blackheart Corsair crews. But again, I kind of wanted... The Greenskins really left the Orc Auror Boys all on their own. Like, those Goblins and stuff could have came back here and helped out a little bit. Orc Auror Boys seem to be fighting well enough for themselves. We'll fast forward a little bit here. As Cold Knights come streaking through the woods under the cover of darkness. And the Deathcaster immediately paths back towards Wurzag. She's got a Spirit Leech for him. For the Dark Elves, we still have the Bolt Thrower crew. 3rd HP Dark Rider. A 5th HP or quarter HP Cold One Knight. For the Greenskins, we have some Archers. We have a whole bunch of Goblins and Squigs, Orc Boys, some random chaff. And Wurzag gets Spirit Leeched yet again. So here the Archers are going to punish that Dark Elf caster a little bit. And she only has 1200 HP, 40 armor, no shield, so arrows can do a lot to her. It looks like instead they're going to turn to the Cold One Knights, who are a bigger threat to them. And a little more guaranteed value. But Fists of Gork is popped on these guys, giving 59-38 for melee stats. They are going to try and fight back against that Supreme Sorceress, but more Cold One Knights streak in. Barely cling to leadership for now. Same could be said for these Auror Boys. One routes, he might take the other one with him. Yep, and they both rout. Cold One Knights are going to go get Wurzag. And another Spirit Leech hits the poor man. Greenskins still trying to rally the last of their troops. Wurzag's running for his life away from the Cold One Knights, who decide not to pursue him too much. And what is getting cast here? Is that an Here We Go? Here We Go is popped, but there's no fight just yet. The Cold Knights are all running away. So unfortunately, that is a wasted spell, which is a little brutal. Wurzag continues to chase, and he backs off to his Squigs. Archer's getting run down by all that cavalry, and another Spirit Leech goes for Wurzag. In the trees, we still have this Reaper Bolt Thrower crew, and they're now starting to creep forwards towards their mounts, which have been abandoned by the Greenskins. I'm sure the Greenskins don't even know the crew still fucking exist. Dark Elves just want to chase off the Archers, don't really want to do anything too crazy. They want to get another Spirit Leech, because one more Spirit Leech and Wurzag's like straight up dead. Dark Riders charge in briefly against the Goblins. Wurzag is found. Spirit Leech is cast. That'll be the end of him. Is there something in the woods that rallied for the Dark Elves? No, it's gone. Let's go. Alright, Wurzag's getting drained by the Spirit Leech. He actually just gets hit by the Dark Elf Sorceress too. Now bounce power shifts in the favor of the Dark Elves for the first time since the game started. Bolt Thrower crews are back online, and they can give the shot by artillery debuff to your leadership. So leadership of the Greenskins is going to be a huge problem. Already Squigs route, Goblins start to route, and a mass route is in the cards, as Dark Riders are going to just rear charge these Goblins, get rid of them, and then the last unit on the whole battlefield will be the Orc Boys, and there's no shot they can beat these Dark Elves. GG's. Real good scrap back from the Dark Elves there. It was looking bad in the early game. 2,500 on the Deathcaster. Cold One Knights mixed. Sister Singing Doom actually got destroyed. Blackhawk Corsairs mixed. Reaper Bolt Thrower did okay. Dread Spears did okay. Dark Riders overall good. For Aerodactyl, Warzag did fine. Orc Barbarians did pretty well. Stone Trolls did okay. Squigs did okay. Goblins did pretty darn well. And Orc Arboys did okay. They did okay. I have been having a ton of troubles with Orc Arboys where it just feels like they do 0 damage. I don't know what the problem with them is. GG's though. Rawr.
Subscribe, yes, yes.